The World Cup knockout stage is finally here. Four nations, two massive round of 32 battles, one step away from the round of 16. England face tournament newcomers DR Congo, while co-hosts Mexico prepare for a huge test against Ecuador. Here is everything you need to know. Part 1, England versus DR Congo. This one kicks off Wednesday, July 1st at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta with a new local kickoff. It's a historic occasion either way. England are looking to continue their march toward the latter stages, while DR Congo are playing their first ever World Cup knockout match in the nation's history. England arrive here as Group L winners, finishing on 7 points from 2 wins and a draw. They opened with a 4-2 win over Croatia, in which Harry Kane scored twice before being held to a goalless draw by Ghana. They closed out the group with a 2-0 win over Panama, and Kane's header in that match took him to 11 World Cup goals, making him England's all-time record scorer at the tournament. England finished the group stage ranked third for possession at the entire tournament, averaging just over 65% of the ball. DR Congo's path here was very different. They finished third in Group K, behind Portugal and Colombia, drawing 1-1 with Portugal, losing 1-0 to Colombia, and then beating Uzbekistan 3-1 in their final group match, a result that saw them come from behind after conceding an early goal. That record was enough to make them the highest ranked of the 8 best third-place finishers across all 12 groups, and it's how they've reached this knockout match. The biggest individual story for DR Congo is Newcastle forward Yoane Wissa. He's scored 3 of DR Congo's 4 goals at this World Cup, 75% of the team's entire output. And he's doing it after what was actually a difficult injury-affected club season back in England. For DR Congo, almost everything going forward runs through him. In terms of team news, there are no fresh injury concerns reported for either side heading into this one. For England, Thomas Tuchel is expected to make changes from the side that finished the group stage. Jarell Quansah is dealing with an injury concern, and Declan Rice is set to return to the starting 11. DR Congo, meanwhile, go into this match with what's been described as a fully fit squad. Tactically, this is a clash of styles. England have controlled possession throughout the group stage, but they've also struggled at times to break down deep, organized defenses. That was the story of the draw with Ghana. DR Congo are expected to set up in exactly that mold, a compact, disciplined low block, built to frustrate, with Wissa and fellow forward Silas Mayele waiting to break forward on the counter the moment a chance appears. One battle worth watching specifically is out wide. England's pace down the flanks, through players like Bukayo Saka and Marcus Rashford, is seen as their quickest route through a packed DR Congo defense. If they can isolate defenders like Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Arthur Masuaku in one-on-one situations, that's where the real danger lies. Set pieces are also expected to matter here. England have a strong record from dead ball situations, but DR Congo have already shown they're a threat from corners themselves, having scored from one against Portugal in the group stage. Statistically, the gap between these two sides is significant. England ranked third in the tournament for possession in the group stage. DR Congo ranked 38th. England are priced as overwhelming favorites by bookmakers heading into this match. But the numbers also tell you why this could be tense. DR Congo have managed 4 goals from only 7 shots on target across the group stage, a conversion rate that shows exactly how dangerous they can be in the moments they actually get a sight of goal. So, what's the realistic prediction here? England have more quality, more depth, and a defensive platform that hasn't really been tested yet this tournament. The expectation, based on the current form and analysis from multiple outlets, is that England should win this, but it's unlikely to be comfortable for long stretches. DR Congo's resilience and Wissa's threat on the counter mean England will need patience, a set-piece moment, and contributions from their biggest performers, Kane and Bellingham, to get the job done. Part 2, Mexico versus Ecuador. Now to Mexico City. Hosts Mexico, host Ecuador, in what's been called one of the most evenly matched ties of the entire round of 32. This match is scheduled for Wednesday, July 1st as well, kicking off in the early hours local time at the legendary Estadio Azteca. Mexico's group stage has been close to perfect. They won all three of their matches in Group A, beating South Africa 2-0, South Korea 1-0, and Czechia 3-0, without conceding a single goal across the entire group stage. That's the first time in their history Mexico have won every single group match at a World Cup, and it's their best ever group stage performance in tournament history. Ecuador's route here was much harder. They opened with back-to-back goalless performances, including a frustrating 0-0 draw with Curaçao despite having 26 shots, 15 of them on target. They looked for a while like they might be heading out, but in their final group match, Ecuador came from behind to beat Group E winners Germany 2-1, a result built on a dramatic late winner from Gonzalo Plata. That win secured their place as one of the 8 best third-place teams and ended a 9-match winless streak against European opposition in the process. Mexico's defensive record is the headline statistic of their entire tournament. They've conceded just twice in their last 11 matches, dating back to last year. Their goalkeeper situation has also been a story in itself. 39-year-old veteran Guillermo Ochoa came on in the final group match to become only the 3rd player in World Cup history, alongside Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, to appear at 6 different World Cups. Expect Raul Rangel back between the posts for this one, though, with Ochoa likely on the bench. Up front for Mexico, veteran striker Raul Jimenez is expected to return to the starting lineup after being rested for the final group match. And a goal here would make him Mexico's outright second highest scorer in the nation's history. For Ecuador, the strength of this team is overwhelmingly defensive. Their back line, built around Willian Pacho, Joel Ordóñez, and Piero Hincapié, is considered one of the best defensive units left in the tournament. And Moises Caicedo's presence, shielding that back four in midfield, adds another layer of control. The issue all tournament has been finishing. Ecuador managed only 2 goals from over 5 expected goals across their 3 group matches, a number that shows just how many chances they've created without actually putting them away. This is genuinely one of the closest matchups of the entire round on paper. Multiple statistical previews describe this as a clash between 2 of the strongest defenses left in the competition, with 2 attacks that have, in different ways, both underperformed relative to the quality of chances they've created. The historical head-to-head leans heavily toward Mexico. These 2 nations have met 28 times, with Mexico winning 17 of those, Ecuador 4, and 7 ending level. Their only previous World Cup meeting came back in 2002 when Mexico won 2-1. More recently, the sides met in a friendly last October, which ended in a 1-1 draw. And then there's the venue itself. Mexico's record at the Azteca is extraordinary. They've lost only twice there since 1966, and they're unbeaten in their last 24 matches at the stadium. With a crowd of more than 80,000 expected, that home advantage is being treated as a real factor in this prediction, not just a footnote. So, what's the realistic call here? Several analysts frame this as a tight, nervy, low-scoring knockout match between 2 outstanding defenses, exactly the kind of game where home advantage and a single moment of quality can decide everything. Mexico are slightly favored, largely on the back of their perfect group stage and that imposing home record, but this is described as one of the most evenly matched ties of the entire round of 32, with a real possibility it goes beyond 90 minutes. Ending. So there you have it. 2 huge round of 32 matches, 2 very different stories. England head into Atlanta as clear favorites against a DR Congo side built to frustrate, while Mexico's perfect group stage runs into its toughest test yet against an Ecuador team that may have the best defense they've faced all tournament. Based purely on current form, the data favors England to advance comfortably and Mexico to edge through in a much tighter contest. Now it's your turn. Which four teams do you think will reach the round of 16? Let us know in the comments below.